Hi, this is Dr. Mike, host of the free iTunes podcast, Psychiatric Secrets Revealed with Dr. Mike, but that's not why I'm here today. This is another Saving Savvy episode, this time looking at small appliances to use in hotel cooking. Of course, follow the rules and regulations of that hotel, and remember, if you destroy something or burn something, you're going to likely pay for it, so be aware of that too. Well, first of all, we're not going to talk about things like making a grilled cheese sandwich on an iron. It's been done all over the internet already. And we're also not going to talk about using a microwave in your hotel room, because if you have one, you're going to use it. If you don't have one, you need something else. So these are actually small appliances that you would bring into your hotel room to specifically cook. And apparently a lot of people actually do that because of cost constraints or maybe dietary concerns, or perhaps they're just bored with the local fare. So our requirements, or my requirements for this particular top 5 is the appliance had to be relatively cheap, it had to be relatively small, and it had to be versatile. So let's look at my top 5 list. You might have a different one. In the number 5 position is the sandwich maker. These famous devices have been around for a long time, and of course they're great at making things like grilled cheese or tuna melts and that sort of thing too. But you can also make a lot of other things in these sandwich makers, including corn dogs, pizza puffs, little burrito sandwiches, even little cakes and muffins if you're pretty careful with the amount of batter that you put in the sandwich maker. Cheap and affordable, around $20 at places like Walmart. They're great and portable. At the number 4 position is the George Foreman grill. Now we're not talking about the big grills here, we're talking about the little $20 ones that you can get locally. We have a big grill at home that we use in Midwestern winters, and it's great for grilling things like vegetables and meats, but apparently college students have found that these grills are useful for a lot of other things in addition to those basic sorts of commodities. You can make desserts in them, even make an omelet or toast or grilled sandwiches. Just go on the internet and look for instructions. And our number 3 spot is an oldie but goodie, and that's the hot pot. Now I'm not talking about an electric kettle here. Electric kettles tend to be kind of tall, kettle-like, and they tend to really boil water really well. A hot pot tends to be a little squatter, the heating element is not exposed, and they tend to have a thermostat on them, making them ideal for a lot of things. First of all, of course, you can boil water in them, and there's so many different dehydrated products out there, soups, oatmeal, mac and cheese, you name it. But in addition to that, because you actually have this kind of saucepan with a thermostat on it, you can warm up things in boiling bags, you can open up cans and heat up things in cans. I'm sure you could even make a small quantity of pasta in one of these pots. So they're very versatile, very cheap, often under $10. You can buy them at places like Walgreens of all places. At our number 2 spot is another college favorite, and that's the rice cooker. Rice cookers vary tremendously in price. Here we're talking about one for about $20 or $30. They tend to be big saucepans, and so you can do anything that you could do in a big saucepan. So of course you can make rice or other dried products. You can also do things like make a stir fry in the bottom of it or grill a few things in the bottom of it. There are recipes for all sorts of things. In fact, I even found a recipe to make homemade bread in your rice cooker. So check YouTube, check the internet, you'll find lots of recipes. My number 1 favorite thing to use as a cooking appliance in a hotel room is another oldie but goodie. It's the electric frying pan. Now I know what you're thinking, this is what your mother maybe used to fry chicken or maybe to make pancakes, but these devices are so much more versatile than that. They range in price from around $20 upwards to over $100. We're talking about a less expensive one here for hotel cooking. And I would recommend getting one with a non-stick surface, which will just make life a little easier for you. When you think about a frying pan, really think about it as a griddle, and you can just grill anything on it. Steaks, pancakes, eggs, stir fry, you name it. It also has a very high lip, so it really becomes an effective saucepan. Enough to boil plenty of pasta, enough to perhaps bake something in it even if you put a little grit in it. And if you put that grit in it, you can just run it dry and cook things on it, or you could even use it as a little steamer. So the electric frying pan is a fantastic option. It has a thermostat for easy control. It's easy to clean. It cools down quickly. Just put a little cool water in it. Not cold, you might damage or warp the pan, and it's going to cool down for easy transport. So those are my top 5 small appliances to use in hotel cooking. If you have a different 5, that's great. Anyways, have a great day and bon appetit.